If you're sending emails and they're not making you at least 30% of your total revenue, the problem might not be your copy. It might be your design. I'm Alexander, and in this video, I'm breaking down the exact email design system we've used to generate over 20 million for our clients in the last 12 months. This isn't about using pretty templates or copying what your competitors are doing. This is the email design framework that actually gets people to read your emails, click your buttons, and buy your product. Most brands spend hours writing decent copy only to ruin it with clunky layouts, poor visuals, and confusing structure. Or worse, they rely on email tools that spit out cookie cutter templates no one engages with. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your emails look and feel like money in the inbox. This video will be broken down into 3 parts, each one essential if you want emails that convert consistently. Let's start with part 1, which is the purpose of design in email marketing. Let's get one thing straight. Email design isn't about making things pretty. It's about guiding attention, reinforcing your brand, and increasing conversions. Here's what a good design actually does. It should direct your reader's eye towards an action. It should build trust through consistency, and last, it should make your brand feel premium even if you're a small business. When done wrong, design kills conversions. When done right, it amplifies every word of your copy. Here's the golden rule. Design should never compete with your message. It should support it. And here's something most people miss. Design doesn't just affect how your email looks. It affects how your message is felt. An email with good design communicates care, attention, and professionalism. It subconsciously tells the reader, we value your time. On the flip side, a cluttered or sloppy layout signals the opposite, even if the copy is strong. Design builds emotional context. It creates the vibe, and in a crowded inbox, that emotional edge can be the difference between a skim and a click. Now let's continue with the 3 core elements of the high converting email design. Layout that sells, use single column layouts. They're easier to scan and mobile friendly. Visual flow should go top to bottom, not left to right. Think of your email like a landing page. You should start with the hook, then the benefit, offer, and the call to action. Here's a tip. Place your CTA button above the fold and at the bottom. Make it impossible to miss. The by default section is literally what everyone sees when they open your email on desktop or mobile and do not scroll down. So this part, you can be sure it will be seen by 100% of the people who open the email. That's why we want to fit a header image text, subheader text, and a call to action there. The idea is that we want everyone to understand what the email is about from the very first look. The second element is the visual hierarchy that drives attention. Did you know that the average person spends 11 seconds on your email? That's it. Use these tricks to guide their eyes. Both headlines with strong contrast, subheadings that break up content, 2-3 line paragraphs max, icons and visuals that reinforce, not distract. And here's another tip. Don't use a wall of text. Break it. Space is your friend here. The last element is the brand aesthetics that build trust. Consistency makes your brand feel bigger. Use the same font, colors, and button style across all emails. Use 2 to 3 brand colors max. Always include your logo and footer with links. A good tip here would be to build a design system, and this will save you a lot of time. Now let's talk about 3 common design mistakes that I see everywhere. Even if you follow all the design principles we covered, there are few traps that still trip up even experienced marketers. Let's go through the top ones. Mistake 1 I see is using templates without customization. More ESPs like Klaviyo or MailChimp or whatever offer pre-built templates that they are fine to start with, yeah, but if you don't customize them to fit your brand, you look like every other brand in your customer's inbox. One of our clients ran the default Klaviyo template for 6 months straight with average results. Once we rebuilt the exact same emails using their brand fonts, colors, palette, and unique layout, their click-through rate jumped by 34%. Remember that the templates are the starting point, not the final product. Mistake number 2 I see is too many design elements fighting for attention in the email. The email design should guide focus, not distract. One of the most common issues I see is brands cramming their emails with 4 CTAs, multiple products, image carousels, social links, and giant footers, all in one send. Simplicity wins. One email, one goal. That could mean one product, one offer, or one CTA. Clearer emails don't just look better, they perform and convert better. In one A/B test, we removed 3 secondary product blocks from a client's email and kept only the hero offer. Result? 11% higher revenue per recipient. Mistake number 3, not updating your design based on season or context. Design isn't static. A high-performing design in Q2 might flop in Q4 if you ignore seasonal context. If you're running a Black Friday campaign, your design should reflect urgency, bold headers, time-sensitive visuals, and promo badges. If you're promoting a spring collection, for example, go lighter, fresher, and cleaner. One e-commerce brand we work with introduced seasonal color schemes in their emails. Nothing major, just subtle palette shifts, and saw a measurable increase in engagement during holiday campaigns. You've probably heard the phrase, "a picture is worth more than 1,000 words," but only if it's the right picture. Instead of slapping a product photo at the top of the email, show it in action. If you're selling skincare, don't just show a bottle, show the before and after or someone applying it with confidence. If you're selling clothing, ditch the flat lay and show someone wearing it in real life setting. A high converting email from one of our clients featured model unboxing their product. That one image increased clicks by 18%. Contextual visuals sell lifestyle, not just the product. An important part in every email are the CTAs or the call to action buttons. Here's how you can make your CTA buttons irresistible. Your call to action button isn't just a way to end or start an email, it's the climax. And yet most brands use the same bland button text: shop now, learn more, or buy now. You can do better. Great CTA buttons finish the story you started in the copy or in the header image text in the above the fold section. For example, instead of shop now, use claim my 20% off or see the before and after. Instead of learn more, try how it works in 30 seconds. Your CTA should make it feel like not clicking is missing out. Always test button copy. It's one of the highest leverage tweaks you can make to your emails. Another thing that you can do in your emails is build trust visually with social proof elements. Social proof isn't just a sales copy tactic. It can be a design element. Add a customer photo with 5-star review graphic or a mini carousel of user testimonials. If you've been featured in major publications, use their logos in a horizontal strip near the footer. One brand we worked with added a simple "trusted by 40,000 plus happy customers" this line above their CTA button, and it lifted the conversions by 9% in the A/B test phase. Now let's move to part 3, the technical design rules you can't ignore. Design isn't just visual, it's technical, and these mistakes will tank your deliverability and engagement. Rule number 1 is mobile optimization is non-negotiable. 70+% of emails are opened on phones. Use minimum of 16 pixels font size. Buttons should be at least 44 pixels tall for tapping, and test your design on mobile before you send. Rule number 2 is all about that load speed matters. Compress your images. Don't embed videos, use thumbnails with play buttons. Avoid custom fonts that slow down your rendering. And remember, a fast, simple design always beats a bloated, fancy one. One of the most overlooked aspects of email design is interactivity. I'm not talking about fancy carousels or embedded forms. I'm talking about simple micro engagements that make your email feel alive. A playful GIF that highlights a product feature, a text link that changes color. These small touches make your emails more enjoyable to interact with, and the data proves they increase click-through rates. Think of your email not just as a static page, but as a dynamic experience. A/B test your design decisions. Design isn't one size fits all. What works for one brand might not work for yours. That's why testing your email design is just as important as writing great copy. Start by testing subject lines and hero images. Then move on the button placement, layout variations, and even font choices. Just don't change 5 things at once. One variable at a time. Track your open rates, click maps, and scroll depth to see how users actually engage with your emails. That's how you go from nice email to print money on command email. Here's an example of one of our best A/B tests ever. We ran an A/B test on a promotional email where the only difference was the CTA button. Version A used a generic button, Shop Now. Version B used a specific outcome-driven CTA, Transform My Living Room. The result? Version B had double the click rate. Why? Because it connected directly to the benefit the customer cared about. And here's the takeaway. Test both benefit-rich language in your design elements. Small changes, big wins. Every time a subscriber opens your email, they should recognize it instantly. This builds trust and reinforces your brand identity over time. That's why having consistent design patterns, like always leading with bold header, always using the same CTA style, or always ending with social proof block makes a difference. These small design habits creates familiarity, and familiarity builds conversion momentum. It turns your emails from random messages into a series your audience looks forward to opening. If you follow what I laid out in this video, your emails will not only look better, they will perform better. Design is the silent multiplier of your emails revenue. Get it right, and every campaign you send becomes easier, more profitable, and more enjoyable to build. But let's be real, design takes time to master. You'll waste hours testing layouts, fixing spacing issues, or wondering why your email looks weird on Outlook. That's why I built a full email design system we use with our clients. Templates, design principles, and custom layouts that are battle tested and built to convert. If you're serious about scaling your brand with emails, click on the link in the description and book a free strategy call with me. We'll walk through your current setup and see if you're a good fit for our system. See you in the next one.